What up, my peeps? It's your Knuckle Big Rucker back at you again, this time with part 2 of the Client Wave Star Wars The Black Series, also known as Wave 1 for 2022, but it is also Wave 8. This is the 8th wave of figures since Hasbro changed to this current style of packaging. So I found that out this morning. By the way, this is indeed Wave 8, and it's also classified as Wave 1 for 2022, and it is designated as the Client Wave, being as that is one of the figures in this selection, and that's who we're going to start with first. So I'm going to remove these two out of the way. And we will focus in on the client. So without further ado, let's get it going on. What we have here is the style packaging that we're used to now, 8 waves in. Star Wars The Black Series at the top. This is part of the Mandalorian franchise, which you can see by that amber or gold banner down below, and then of course the name of the figure, of the character, the client, is right there below that. You've got some artwork of the client right there on the side. On the back we have more of that artwork, and we've got the readout, which is the client, a mysterious Imperial who keeps a low profile in a safe house on Navarro. The client is the face behind an otherwise faceless bounty, an off-the-record assignment with a high value. We all know what that assignment was. We know who and what the bounty was by now, and it's very interesting that we got the client. But I guess ultimately we'll get more or less all characters from any of the Star Wars franchises. Below we have more of that band, and it is number 20. The client is number 20. I tell you, boy, they are not messing around with pumping out Mandalorian themed figures. So yeah, we've got that, and of course you've got nothing on the side at the top and legalese on the bottom. So without further ado, let's get the client out of his packaging. I am Boba Fett, renowned as the most notorious bounty hunter in the galaxy. My services have been procured by the Ruckus. He claims you people watch his videos, but you do not like, and most importantly, you do not subscribe. I am here to change that narrative. Will honor the Ruckus by liking, by sharing, and most importantly, by subscribing. Else you will discover how I gained my reputation. The accessories the client comes with includes this right here. If any of you recall this apparatus, this was the housing, the casing, if you will, that the child was in, and it does open up, and I believe I don't think any iterations of the child that we have now can actually fit in here, but pretty good accessory right there for the client. It has minimal color, as you can see right there. Other than that, it's all around various positions on this basket, bucket, whatever you want to call it, but it's just molded in this vanilla white. The client also comes with this tracker. We've seen this obviously in that first season of The Mandalorian, and we also saw this tracker again. The Mandalorian actually had it in his very first appearance on the Book of Boba Fett. So it only has that dab of paint right there on the the tracking LED. Other than that, it's just molded in a flat black. The client also comes with these, a couple stacks right there, some stacks. Got to keep it a bean. These are credits right here. So this is what the client needs to complete the transaction, as it were. So here we have the client on our rotating platter, giving me a 360-degree view of the figure, so we can catch an eyeful of what he's looking like and what's the what. So at first glance, looks like the client for sure, and we will take a closer look at the client as we get him off of the platter, which we will do so momentarily. So here we have a up close and personal look at the client. That's all he's known by, no name, just the client. And the photoreal tech is banging on this guy. He looks just like how I remember him from those early episodes of The Mandalorian. He has some of that shine underneath the nose, above the upper lip, but it's not as pronounced, that shine, that glow that the skin on the Black Series figures have been having. It's not as pronounced this go round, but it is there just a little bit, but it's all good. Just looks like the client greased himself up a little bit. That's about it. Looking at his hair, you see it's got the gray. There's no wash or anything. He's even sporting the bald spot there. Yeah. Talk about staying accurate. You go, Hasbro. He's got the separate piece medallion around his neck, and his coat, overcoat. It's got the tassels right there, the belt, if you will. Same color. There is no on the back any kind of additional paint to try to distinguish between the actual coat and the belt loops at all. The bottom there, his collar though, it's got some paint going on there and some texture that's looking pretty good. The medallion that I just spoke of, painted in gold, and the necklace portion of it, you see the coloring there, pretty cool. The sleeves, bottom of the sleeves are in brown. Those look like they're molded that way. Then you look at his shirt, it's also molded in brown. His buckle has got some nice paint apps. As far as the inside, you can look at the belt, it's just molded in black right there. Then of course you've got the legs in brown and the boots right there. Nothing too special there at all. So we'll go right back down where I got a client, and we'll zoom on out. In the client's articulation, his head is on a dumbbell, and because of the collar and the nature of the dumbbell, you can't look up, but so far that necklace, the medallion, is impeding also, so that doesn't help the cause. As far as looking down, you can look down that far. That's pretty good. You get some attitude just a bit. You can of course do the 360 rotation. The arms, his shoulders go up 90 degrees. You can definitely rotate so. Single jointed elbows as customary with Black Series figures. You get the swivel at that elbow joint. He's got the rotating wrist and the hinge that goes in and out. On his right side, he's got the dice roll style hinge. And his hand has a trigger finger, but of course he has no weapon to utilize the trigger with. Oh, I see that this bridge for the coat actually is a separate piece here, so it'll snap on. So that should be cool for being able to take the jacket off, but I don't think you'd want to do that often because the sleeves don't match the shirt and the pants. As far as his torso articulation, he's got a diaphragm that is actually all the way down by the waist, which is crazy. He can go back. The coat is going to impede, but he can go back that far. Going forward, he can go forward not too much. And as far as the twisting, you can get some twisting, and very little lean with it, rock with it, left to right. Hips can go out if you pull them outside of the coat, but if you don't, it's going to be impeded by the coat. The legs will. He can raise his leg up that far forward, pretty spry for an older cat, and have it go back that much. He's got the thigh rotation, single jointed knees that also swivel at that knee, and he has toe articulation. He can point forward that far, up that far. He does have ankle pivot, and of course holds, peg holds at the bottom of his feet. Here's the client holding on to that bucket or that container, if you will, and the tracker. And here he is holding one of those stacks of credits. I've got them like this. Is looking kind of funky this way because they're meant to go on like a table or platform or something. They are not meant to fit in his hands. You will, I'm sure you could if you want to, but you're going to warp those hands greatly. I saw that as I attempted to put them in either of his hands. So hey, you're gonna have to play that role. I believe it was supposed to like be on a table for the Mandalorian Din Djarin to just pick up anyway. But this was just to show off another one of his accessories. Getting a height measurement for the client. We're talking about him standing at around 6 inches tall. Metrically speaking, that translates to about 15 centimeters. Next up, we've got the Death Watch Mandalorian. So you can see the same packaging. You can clearly see the Mando in the clear clamshell, displaying both figure and the accessories. You've got the gold/amber band signifying the franchise being the Mandalorian. Below that, Death Watch Mandalorian. Then you've got the side, got some artwork there, looking pretty nice. You see the same artwork there on the back. He is number 21 in the Mandalorian line. He also has a readout, which is an extremist clan that attempted to take over Mandalore during the Clone Wars. The Death Watch Mandalorians are tenacious warriors embracing the ancient traditions of their people. Yes, indeed. And of course, same, nothing except that Star Wars banner down there, nothing below. You got that. Let's get our boy out of the packaging. Death Watch Mando comes with this jetpack. It was already attached to his back, so you couldn't see it in the packaging, but same color more or less as the Death Watch colors, molded in that blue, which is like a teal, I guess, and it's got the silver highlights, the paint, so that's pretty cool, especially at the bottom there where the rockets are. On the interior, it's just got the three pegs that affix to Death Watch's to his back. So that's basically what you got. It's got holes at the bottom there, so if you've got accessories that you can use to plug in, that would be cool. Our Death Watch Mando also comes with this rifle blaster right there with the sight. It's just molded in like a charcoal gray. It's got minimal detailing on it, but it's pretty cool. I tell you, if I wasn't such a sleb when it comes to being afraid of messing up, I would try to touch up these weapons just so that they would stand out. But yeah, I'm too much of a fraidy cat to do that. Finally, our Death Watch Mando comes with a hand weapon, hand blaster there, and also molded in that flat black, but the pistol grip has some paint apps on it, so that's pretty cool. Very nice that we got that. So here we have our Death Watch Mandalorian on a rotating platter. Once again, the 360 degree view, so you can see what's the what. And first images. Hey, another Mandalorian. I'm even more of a sucker for Mando figures than I am for Stormtroopers. They just have the most banging costumes in the galaxy. We'll just go like that. I know what it really is. It's those helmets that do it for me. Yeah, they've got the best looking helmets in the galaxy is what it is. And of course the rest of the accoutrements are just gravy. So I'm loving the Death Watch colors. I know that what I'm going to do, this could stand in for What's my man's name? Axe Wolf, I think he went by. He was the second partner of Bo-Katan, along with our girl Sasha Banks. You know who I'm talking about. I got word today that we will be getting an Axe Wolf. His last name is definitely Wolf. I think it's Axe Wolf. In Wave 10, scheduled to come out the beginning of 2023. So we'll get that, and then that trio will be complete. But until then, this could sub for that if you want him to, I guess. But he's supposed to just be a Death Watch, basically a troop builder kind of Death Watch Mandalorian. So I'm going to have him displayed with the heavy artillery Mando, so that they'll go good together. Anyway, let's take a close look at our Death Watch Mando. Taking a close and personal look at our Death Watch Mando. Starting from the head, I can tell you right now, first thing disappointing is his sight it isn't articulated. It is just there affixed, so don't try bending it. Looks like the only person that gets an articulated sight is Boba Fett himself. That's about the size of it, but the colors are banging on the Death Watch Mando. He's got that, like I said, I'm going to go with teal, blue, and the jaw imprints are a lighter blue right there. I think that's looking really nice. The visor, of course, has got that shiny black for the visor, that T-shaped visor right there. We'll take a closer look at that helmet. So here we have the up close and personal look at our Death Watch Mando, and like I said, these colors are banging. The teal blue. He also the sight is also that teal color, but once again, it's not articulated, so please don't try bending it. And you've got the lighter blue shade there for the jaws, and of course the visor itself, which is that shiny Corfram style black that's in there. And looking to the back, you've got some highlights right there on the helmet, and right there at the grill back there, looking pretty nice. Turning them back around there, going down his costume, you see, make sure he stays in focus there. He's got the gray, and the chest plate is the teal, and you've got the white decals there, which is the same thing going with the shoulder pad, teal for the shoulder pad with the chevrons that you have right there, which I'm assuming that's what they're supposed to be, his insignia, his rank or whatever. I didn't mention his chest plate's got the silver, and they've come with the scuff marks, as you could see. You can see that he's been through a couple fights there, which is cool. He's got the I don't know if that's supposed to be a symbol or just supposed to be paint. I think it's some type of symbol. I can't recall. Anyhow, tell me what it is down in the comments below. You see the different colors right there. He does come with storage for his hand weapon, which is cool. And then you got the you see the paint apps there on his forearm forays there. I believe he's got a line in there and can shoot flames, if I recall how Mando weaponry works. Then you've got the get back in focus there. He's got the pads on the top of his hands and black gloves, looking pretty cool. Other side, his left arm. Get back in focus. It's got to be up close. So there you go. Yep, there we are. He's got more of an area on his left forearm shields, guards, and same thing, the black gloves with the blue there on the top of them. Then you've got that belt, looking cool. He's got compartments there, patches, and pockets and stuff like that. He's got paint there on the buckle, more pouches there, and then you've got there on the back looking pretty nice and colorful there. Going down his legs, he's got more of those chevrons. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be his insignia because he's doubling up there on his right thigh, just like on his right shoulder. Then you've got the whites there on the knee pads, painted there, look like horseshoes. They go around to the back. They appear to be, they appear to be separate pieces that are glued on. So you've got that. Then of course you've got the boots, and taking them back down and zooming them on out. Peeping on Death Watch Mando's articulation. Once again, the sight isn't articulated, but the helmet / head is, as well as the neck. The neck is on a dumbbell hinge. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the neck moves independently, which helps with that articulation. The top, the actual helmet is on the other side of the dumbbell, and so that combined with the neck, it can go down that far. He can look up that far, which would be good for flight poses. He's got some excellent attitude, and of course he can 360 it as far as his shoulders. Keep in mind that his pads are connected to the actual shoulders, so when you go up, they'll bend with it, and when you try to do your 360, you can, but this is going to get moved out the way, so be careful. You don't want to tear that off. Single jointed elbows with the swivel at the elbow. He does have the wrist articulation and the horizontal hinge. His right hand has the vertical hinge. As far as his ab articulation, he can, at the torso, only go forward that much. He can go back that much, side to side like that, and of course he can rotate. As far as his hips, he can do the splits that much. He can get his legs out to about 90, cool. As far as going back, almost nothing. He's got thigh rotation. He's got single jointed knees, which of course rotate. The knee pads also move kind of sort of as well. He's got toe articulation, can point forward that far. It's not going to go up very much there because the top of his shoe hits the bottom of that boot there, so you're not going to get anything going upward, but it will go down. Like I said, he does have ankle pivot holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. As I stated before, he does come with storage for his hand weapon, so you can unclip the strap, put his weapon in, and you could either try to clip the strap back on, which I was able to do. Yes, so there it is. So nothing like onboard storage. Here's our Death Watch Mando with his rifle blaster there, aiming in. One thing that makes it kind of easy to have him hold his weapon is this particular rifle has a forward stock, so forward grip, so that makes it a lot easier to hold the weapon with the hand being vertical instead of cupping the muzzle. So that's pretty cool. Looking at a different angle, you could see that he's got his backpack on and his weapon is in place still. So yeah, that's our Death Watch Mando. Taking a height measurement of Death Watch, we've got about 6 inches to the top of the helmet, not the sight. Then of course metrically we're talking about 15 centimeters. Yeah, just under. Bringing up the rear, last certainly not least, we've got Ahsoka Tano, or as I have affectionately called her, Ahsoka Dawson or Rosario Tano, because when they first showed her, when we first found out that she was going to be Ahsoka, play Ahsoka, I was very, very excited about that. And then when we got her in that episode's still one of my favorite episodes of the Mandalorian series. She put it down. She got it in. I loved her ninja style tactics. It was just banging. I'm glad we've got her in plastic now, so you can see the standard packaging. You can clearly see the figure along with her accessories. You've got the banner, Ahsoka Tano there at the bottom. We've got the nice artwork right there of Ahsoka, looking pretty good. And then, of course, that same artwork is on the back. Her readout is a Clone Wars veteran and now wandering Jedi. Ahsoka Tano forges her own path in the galaxy, righting injustices that she discovers. This is number 19 in the line. So yeah, they are really pumping out the Mandalorian figures. Nothing on the sides there. Top, bottom. Let's get our girl out. Ahsoka's lone accessories are her lightsabers, which I have to put my hand here because since I'm going with the white background this time, we need something so we can see the actual lightsaber. You see the silver at the hilt there. Let me spin it around so you can see that better. So yeah, so that's looking pretty good. I believe this comes apart, doesn't it? I've heard that lightsabers come apart. Yes, it does. So now we can look at this up close and personal. So here's what the hilt or handle of the lightsaber looks. Nice paint apps, silver. And you've got some black up there up top. Same thing on the other side there. Looks pretty good. It has a sling ring right there for, I'm assuming for storage. I'll have to see if I could actually store the sabers on Ahsoka. We'll see. The other saber, which is smaller, is same detail right there, looking pretty nice. And it too can separate. Taking a look at our girl Ahsoka Tano on our rotating platter, giving a 360-degree view of the figure. And first glance, of course, I'm going to say I'm loving the fact that we've got this character in plastic now, and from a distance she's looking good. The appendages of her hair painted nicely. We're going to take a look at her attire a little bit more in depth and closer, and yeah, let's get her off the platter now. Here we have Ahsoka Tano, or Rosario Tano, or Ahsoka Dawson, however you want to name her, up close and personal. And I just want to say I'm liking the face print. It could be a little bit better, but it's pretty good. I wonder, certain angles, like right there, I can definitely see Rosario in there. Other side, kind of sort of semi-profile, something like that. You can capture it pretty well. Total profile, not so much. Dead on, kinda, but not as well as when you get those semi-profiles. Either side looking pretty good. Let's get close up so we can try to look at some fine detail. Looking at Ahsoka really close up, that head sculpt. It is a beautiful head sculpt, I can't front, but I don't know, something is just a little bit off to me in terms of looking like Rosario, at least head on. But looking at the paint apps, her headband, the brown band with the silver paint highlights, paint apps for the studs in her headband, the diamonds or the symbols, whatever. The paint, her face, her forehead looks really nice. The color of her eyes, absolutely lovely. The lips painted nicely. She does have that notorious Black Series sheen on her face, but I guess it isn't so bad since she's a different colored humanoid. And also, I think, I could be wrong, but I believe this species should be a little bit darker, the pigmentation of the skin, but I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and look. Anyhow, it does look beautiful. Her appendages are painted lovely. The white, the off-white with the teal colored blue is looking great, all the way down to the tips there. the horn-like appendages at the back, the striping, looking really nice. I'm trying to see, is that a scuff mark? For me, can't really tell, but or if that's supposed to be part of it, hard to say. But the rest definitely looks beautiful, looking cool. Looking at Ahsoka going down, you see her outfit. The belt looks beautiful. They painted the buckle silver. You gotta love that. And some of the studs of the attachments painted silver. That that lash, whatever that is looking real nice with the paint apps. Looking really nice. Looking at her arms, she's got those bands on her biceps, and then her arm guards, forearm guards. You see all of that. Everything's looking good. The hands, the fingerless gloves. Looking at her pant legs. We've seen these pant legs before, haven't we? And strangely enough, we've seen them on a male character. Last we saw was on Boba Fett Tython. So yeah, and then going down, she's got the silverish shin guards for her on her legs, and you see how they attach on the back. And then of course you got the paint apps on her feet, and then taking it back down, looking at that beautiful face again. Checking out Ahsoka's articulation. As you'd probably guess, because of her appendages, she's not getting anything going back neck-wise. She's not going to get much going forward either because of those self-sim appendages. She will lean with it, rock with it very, very minimally. And in terms of turning, because of the appendages, she can turn, but her head will turn down. But that's cool because that's kind of a nice attitude-y look right there. So that's all right. That makes up for it. Her arms, you can get her shoulders out that far. 360 them. Of course, they bend at the elbow, single jointed, and they swivel at the elbow. She does have rotation at the wrist. She's got the horizontal hinge on the left. She's got the vertical hinge on the right. As far as her articulation in the torso, she's got diaphragm articulation. She can go back that far. Forward, not so much. She can side to side it, and of course rotate. Her hips can go out nice, almost Van Damme style. The thigh rotation, she can get that. It's a strange cut. Instead of it just being circular, it actually, if you can see that, it actually indents up, but you still get it, so that's cool. As far as her knee articulation, just like with Boba Fett, she's got the single jointed knee, and it swivels, and it's nicely hidden because of the design of the pant leg. Looking at the side, you can see what I'm talking about, where it turns, and then when you put it back to normal, it's hidden pretty nicely. From a distance, you can barely tell. She can point her toe that far forward, that far up. She does have ankle pivot, and of course peg holes at the bottom of her feet. Getting the height measurement of Ahsoka Tano, we're talking about 5 3/4 inches, translating metrically to about 14.5 centimeters. Here's Ahsoka with her lightsabers in her traditional pose. You know, she likes blazing not only just 2 of them, but she was always having the one in her left hand was always in reverse, if you will. And here we have Ahsoka with her lightsabers affixed to her person. So yep, you can there is pegs. There are pegs for the lightsabers to be worn. You know, she can sling them. You have to forgive me for not knowing that. This is actually my very first review of any force-wielding character from the Star Wars franchise. So, yeah, had to discover that for myself. But yeah, we're all in this together, aren't we? So to sum it all up, Star Wars The Black Series Wave 8/2022 Wave 1/The Client Wave. I'm loving it. The figures that we got, it was basically an entire Bad Batch and the Mandalorian wave, and I am an avid follower / fan of both of those TV shows. So, and being the neurotic completionist that I am, I was very happy for this set. As far as the Mandalorian figures themselves, you've got to, the client for whom this wave is named is, it's another character, and I'm not going to knock that. Looks pretty good. The photoreal tech on the face is banging. He's got decent accessories. I love the outfit, pretty accurate to what we saw on the show. The Death Watch Mando, gotta love those Mandalorians. Death Watch, gotta love the teal colors. And caveat is that the con is that his sight doesn't articulate down, so that's a bummer right there. Storage for his hand weapon is cool, and of course he's got the jetpack and the Feast de Resistance. Last but certainly not least, my favorite, who I saved for last, Ahsoka Tano, Rosario Dawson figure, immortalized in plastic she is now, and I'm loving this figure. I don't think the face is spot on, but it is close enough. It's still a very beautiful head sculpt, and it does look like Rosario from certain angles. I love the color of her hair appendages, and she's got storage for her lightsabers, and of course they are the energy portion of the sabers are removable, so you can affix the weapons to her person. She's got pegs for that, so pretty good. Along with the two figures that I previously reviewed from the Bad Batch Omega, and of course Echo rounding out the Bad Batch team. This has been a hell of a wave, and I'm very happy I got them. I'm happy you guys were here to enjoy it with me, but all good things must come to an end. That's what's up with this review. It's coming to an end. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Please like, share, and subscribe like my friend at the beginning of the video sternly asked you to. And please also remember, comment below. You got something to say to me, go ahead and hit me. Remember to smash the bell so you can be notified the next time I upload another video. Until the next time, my peeps, remember, the force be with you and the hunt continues. And I'm out. Peace.